Welcome into the MLB Pick Show, August 14th. It's Friday, a numbered UFC event. Who knows? NFL preseason would be going. We got NBA. If the pandemic wasn't happening, it'd be a wild weekend here in Las Vegas. Instead, it's a hot, nice Friday and hopefully a good weekend and a good weekend for sports bettors out there. Thanks for joining me. Everybody coming in, I appreciate it. Do have a lot of games to break down on today's card. Jay, what is up, man? So, guys, and actually one that I just tweeted out here and do want to put it out because it's going off in about 3 minutes. We got the Washington Nationals and the Baltimore Orioles, Strasburg versus Tommy Milone. And it looks like minus 160, Washington being the favorite. Total of 9. I'll just say the play right now in case you want to get it in the next 3 minutes. I am on the over of 9, minus 105, so reduced juice towards the over. A couple reasons why here. Again, guys, I like the over in the Washington Nationals Baltimore Orioles game. We got Strasburg, his last time out, even in quotes after his start, he was not 100%, he said, against Baltimore. 4.1 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 7 hits with a hard hit rate over 50%. So he did not look good, not the Strasburg that we've kind of come to know here, guys. And he got hit around. I could see that happening again. He's now in Camden Yards, a much more hitters-friendly park, going up against Tommy Milone, who Tommy Milone is got to be one of the most bet against pitchers in all of MLB over his career. Meaning, if you've been betting against him, you've been making a lot of money. He has not cashed many tickets percentage-wise here. Although his last time out, 6 innings pitched versus the Nationals, only 3 hits, no walks. So really good outing. I'm just not betting on him to continue that. I mean, second time around here, seeing the same lineup. I think the Washington Nationals bats will have more success here, especially keep in mind it is in a hitters-friendly park, and the wind is blowing in, but in single digits. I don't really factor that in much. Baltimore's bullpen, kind of middle of the road. Washington Nationals bullpen, I have them as a bottom 10 bullpen, plus the fact the Nationals top 5 lineup versus lefties and the Orioles top 10 lineup versus righties, all of that equaling to the over of 9, minus 105. Again, first pitch here in just about a minute. So wanted to get that one out. I did tweet it out with the show link here. So guys, welcome in. Jay, what is up, man? BJ covers, what's up, man? Best of luck tonight to you as well. And happy Friday, 805. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, happy Friday to everybody out there. We made it to Friday, so hopefully have a positive night tonight in terms of sports betting wise. Did lose last night on the one play, plus 130 on the Padres. And the game I left off when we started was that Orioles game. And they sure, that's sports bettors right there. Across the world know what that is like, leaving a plus 180 ticket off of it. But it is what it is, and hopefully get more winners tonight. So, first game up, guys, going in about 30 seconds, 1 minute here. Washington Nationals, Baltimore Orioles over 9. So second game up here, another happy hour special, 6:30 Eastern. We got Tampa Bay versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Richards versus Rourke. And a couple reasons I like this. First off, the Rays are minus 144 favorites, 10.5 being the total here at the Westgate in Las Vegas. Richards for Tampa Bay, decent numbers, although not going very deep into games. He's only pitched in 3 games and has 9 innings accumulated. He did face this Toronto Blue Jays lineup, gave up 6 hits in 3 innings. And that was on July 26th. So they saw him pretty well here. He's facing the same lineup with Rourke on the hill for the Blue Jays. He had 5 walks his last time out in only 3 innings. That's alarming to me. Plus the fact, guys, this Toronto Blue Jays lineup has hit it well of late. Just in the series against the Marlins, there was all kinds of runs. You've probably seen it on Twitter all day in terms of, I believe they were the first team to have 18 hits and still lose the game, something of that nature. It was a pretty crazy offensive performance. And I think some of that speaks to the ballpark that they're in. They're playing in their AAA ballpark. And some of the quotes are, it's not that hitters friendly from some of the Blue Jays guys, and that they were just hitting it well. Although I'm not so sure of that. I mean, we've seen with this jet stream, the ball does carry there. There's not a lot of foul territory there, which obviously helps the offense. So I think we still do have a little bit of an advantage here with just a 10.5 with reduced juice towards the over. So I like the Tampa Bay Rays, Toronto Blue Jays over 10.5 minus 105. All of these guys just by happen chance happen to be bet at the Westgate here in Las Vegas. So yeah, like 2 overs to start, the Nationals and Orioles, which I believe just kicked off, and the Rays and the Blue Jays over 10.5. So got a couple more here. Just steam through. Any questions, if you're just joining, feel free to throw them out, and we'll hit them at the end. Any baseball questions, any questions whatsoever, happy to answer them, whether they be Vegas, lifestyle, whatever you got, throw them out there. We got the Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs up next. Woodruff versus Chatwood. Chatwood, his last time out versus Kansas City, 2.1 innings pitched, 8 earned runs, and 11 hits given up to the Kansas City Royals lineup. Pretty alarming to me. And Woodruff, a guy I have circled on, I bet on him in the past, betting on him tonight. 21 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts, 5 walks, 6 earned runs, again in 21 innings. Pretty impressive numbers there. He's a guy throwing 96, 97 miles per hour, going to come after hitters. So I like betting on this guy, betting on him tonight. We got the Milwaukee Brewers minus 110. About an hour ago, I bet it at the Westgate. So plus the fact Milwaukee a top 10 bullpen and the Chicago Cubs a bottom 10 bullpen by my numbers. I think that the Brewers here on the road in Wrigley are the play, minus 110 on the Milwaukee Brewers. Also got another short favorite here. It's been pushed up a little bit, but you can still get a pretty decent number. Texas Rangers, Colorado Rockies, Lance Lynn versus Castellani, I believe is how you pronounce his name. I haven't seen him pitch. It's his first time pitching in Coors Field, which, guys, I've been doing this for 6 years as my straight job. I've actually never seen this unique situation happen where the pitcher that's the home pitcher, the Colorado Rockies pitcher, is pitching for the first time in Coors Field, and the away pitcher, Lance Lynn, has a track record here in Coors Field. I've never seen that where the away pitcher has a track record and the home pitcher doesn't. We get it tonight. Lance Lynn, 30 Ks in 23 innings this year. I have him as absolutely bet on here. And versus Colorado this year already, 6 innings and only 2 hits given up. That was on July 24th. And here's the real kicker, guys. In Coors Field, in the past, in his career, 25 innings pitched with a 1.1 whip, meaning walks, hits per 9, just over 1 in Coors Field. Those are very strong numbers, a mile high. I would look for him to actually have success pitching in Coors Field because he's done it in the past in his 25 innings prior. Castellani, his first time pitching in Coors Field, he actually only has 4 innings pitched at the major league level. Not a lot to go off of, even though he did a decent job in those 4 innings. One alarming stat that I try to go off of when handicapping these minor league guys jumping up to the MLB level is, have they had success at low A, at low A, at A ball, double A, triple A, and continuing that same success? His kind of numbers, he had a lot of success at low A and high A, but when he made the jump to double A and triple A, he got hit around a lot more. That's kind of alarming to me. And with him pitching in Coors Field, and I know that their minor leagues do kind of set him up well to have success with the thin air, but still, I think there's more numbers pointing towards him having a tough time here. So I'm back in Lance Lynn. I got him at minus 115. It has jumped up a little bit, so be wary of that and make sure to shop around to get the best number, but you still can get it low watermark under minus 130 there on the Texas Rangers. So guys got 3 down, or is that 4 down? Yeah, all 4 down here. I did want to throw out a couple stats, and then I'll hit the chat box, guys. Guys, feel free to throw out any questions here in the chat box. I'll hit them out and recap the bets. The Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. This is a game that I handicapped pretty in depth, but I couldn't get on one side or the other or a total here. We got the Atlanta Braves minus 107 with Kyle Wright on the hill versus Pablo Lopez. Both pitchers coming from the right side. And Kyle Wright, a guy that's pitched 12 innings, has given up 10 walks and 9 earned runs. That's the reason that I laid off of this, because I was actually looking to be on the Atlanta Braves. Even though I've been on the Marlins a bunch, it's kind of a sharp angle with sports bettors that I've talked to, and it's worked in the past for me. Whenever a team has gone on like a 10-day road trip, even longer in some cases, it doesn't usually get longer than that in terms of MLB how long they'll go on a road trip for scheduling wise in years past. But this year, this is like on steroids what the Marlins just went through, like 20 plus games, or 20 plus, days on the road, almost a full month here. And then they get their first game back in their home stadium. I have that circled on as a fade that team, because, they're just getting acclimated, just getting back, have to obviously get a lot together off the field with their lives here, because they just spent almost a month away. And to think that they're going to have their minds ready to play the game. Now they could, the Miami Marlins have really impressed so far this season, but I think that this is a really tough ask. But Kyle Wright just can't find the strike zone, so he's really not a bet on pitcher. And on top of that, Pablo Lopez, I really like this guy. His ground ball rate, 67%. His hard hit rate is only 25% so far this year. So his numbers are really, really good. I don't want to bet against him in that kind of, I guess, sharp angle in terms of betting against a team playing their first home game in quite a while. It's just too much going against each other. So I laid off of it, but something to watch there in the Atlanta Braves Miami Marlins game. But guys, any questions, throw them out here and I'll recap the bets at the end. Yeah, Covers, what's up, man? Happy Friday to all you guys out there. Campbell, what is up, buddy? Would you take the Rangers -1.5 instead of -138 at the book I use? That's a tough one. You know what? They are the away team. They're in Colorado. So I would be more inclined to use the run line. Although, it's only -138 to +105. So you're only getting, 43 points there and laying I don't know. I maybe split it. Maybe a half a unit on each. Maybe -138. -138 is high, though. If you got another book, I would suggest shopping around. You could get it maybe -130, say, kind of buy it at a discount here. But I don't know, maybe a half a unit on each might be a way to go there, Mike. 805, those flyouts that Lynn is used to may go all the way out this hot weather in Coors. Yeah, I guess so. 805. That's something that is obviously could happen, is capable of happening here in Colorado. But his past numbers, 25 innings pitched with a 1.1 whip in Colorado. For whatever reason, it hasn't hurt him in the past. So that I have that as a bet on here with Lance Lynn in Colorado against a guy that's very unknown. And usually I look to fade pitchers making their first start in Colorado. And even though it's the home team, the Rockies pitcher, it is his first start here in Colorado. So I'm going to fade it. I'm just going to stay true to kind of that philosophy that's worked for me in the past. So, hey, man, it could work against us. It's baseball betting. It is what it is. Obviously, these can lose, but I think that we do have a little bit of value there on the Texas Rangers. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. Only one book where you're at. It is what it is, man. If you can shop around, it's better just because it helps you, in the long run. But hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I take unders in Colorado, although it's tough to take unders in Colorado, Moss, because, obviously we've seen what can happen there. You also want to, look at the bullpens, which are about even here, both mid-grade, because there's likely going to be a lot of bullpen action. These guys aren't going to want to, the managers aren't going to want to put their starting pitchers out there for, the third time through the lineup. So likely a lot of relief pitching tonight in Coors Field, likely a lot of relief pitching tonight in a lot of these cities. So watch out for that, and always make sure to handicap the bullpens. So we got, no problem, man. I appreciate the questions, guys, and happy to answer. Colorado pitcher, 4.8 ERA in the minors. Yeah, that's not very good. And it got worse as he made his way up. AA and AAA, his numbers were not nearly as good. So interesting. So, hey, good luck with the first 5 in that Rockies game. So, guys, Man, I guess I got to recap here. Kind of longest show in a while here. Wanted to keep this kind of quick and fast pace. So I don't know if you guys are liking it. Let me know. Please smash the like button on your way out. But I'll recap the bets here. I got the Nationals, Orioles. That one's already kind of kicked off here. 9 over minus 105. We also got the Tampa Bay Rays, Toronto Blue Jays, 10.5 towards the over, minus 105 again. Got the Milwaukee Brewers, minus 110 over the Chicago Cubs, and the Texas Rangers, minus 115 over the Colorado Rockies. So, guys, happy Friday out there. I'll be back tomorrow morning breaking down the card again. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it, guys. And best of luck with your bets. Be safe out there. Enjoy your Friday night, guys.